Hello, beautiful. Today is Monday, everyone's favorite day, she said sarcastically. So starting out with my astrology, I went ahead and randomly shuffled and got Aries. And here's the interesting thing. I've done that now for my last 3 reads, and I've gotten Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. No joke, no fooling around. Those are the 3 that randomly popped up when they're all fire signs. So that was very interesting to me. So today is all about 5, the number 5. Today is January 1st, or the first month. Oh my God. Sometimes I just don't know what's wrong. Today is the first month of the year, January, so the 1st. Today's the 27th day of the year 2020. So we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 1 and 4. So we have the beginning of perseverance. 1 and 4 is 5, which is change. So that's a 5. So today is all about change. Aries is all about change. If you're not familiar with numerology, I definitely recommend you Googling it, but I'll just give you a quick rundown on this. And making sure we're in focus. Okay, with Aries. Aries is number 1. Aries is all about individuality and the beginning of, the starting of. Let's do this. Let's move on to this. Let's start this. Something new, something new, something new, something new. They're always going, always thinking, always moving. You can tell just by looking at this. That's Aries all day, every day. ADD. ADHD, ADDDDDDDD. Fire sign. Action. Taking action, action, action. Patience, creativity, communication, collaboration. Aries, not the best communicator. Sometimes not the best collaborator, but very, very, very creative. They are definitely not patient. They're definitely not patient. So what they need, so here we have patience and creativity, but that breaks down to a 5, which is change. So they're always needing something new, something new, something new, moving on. They get bored easily. I'm a Leo. I have some of that. But then we have their planet is Mars, which is the god of war, or Mars is force. So force. Forcing, pushing buttons, trying to get their way, different things like that. So God of War doesn't always mean like violent, but definitely always causing an upheaval, for sure. So that's 1 and 7. So that's the beginning of personal growth. The beginning of personal growth, that's an 8. And that breaks down to manifestation. They do have the tools that they need to do what they need to do. When they can get themselves to focus long enough to do something, they do it quite well, but not the normal way. They do it their way, which is the creative way. So that is how, so we have 8 and we have 5. So, and today is the 5th. So our numbers today are 8 and 5. Manifestation and change. Manifesting change. That's exactly what Aries is. Manifesting change all day long. So I'm going to be using the El Goliath Tarot deck, which is what I've been using for my last few reads. So I'm going to stick with it. Since it's, been Leo and Sagittarius, now Aries, I might as well keep going. If you're not familiar with the cards, these are the El Goliath deck cards. They're magnificent. I highly recommend them if you do not have them. They're incredible. Absolutely incredible. So I'll be using those. I'll be using the Halloween Oracle for my Oracle cards. I have been using these for the last few reads, a new deck that I got, so I'm going to stick with that as well. And as always, my numerology. All the decks that I have here, these are the Astrology by Burberry. You can get on Amazon, less than 20. These are by Michelle Bachman. These are the numerology cards. You can get these on Amazon for less than $20. I think 15 or something. El Goliath, go to El Goliath. Go to his website and order. They're $65. They're worth every cent. The Witch's Oracle, Amazon, $20. There's reviews and unboxing on my videos if you want to go back and see those and see the whole decks and everything about them. I just give you everything verbally instead of linking everything like most people do, because I don't know how to link. And, oh, I should have this on camera. I don't know how, oh, let me keep going. Thanks, I didn't show the shuffle. I don't know how to link stuff. I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. So I just kind of do everything verbally, like old-fashioned people do. Verbal, verbal, verbal. That one did not want to come out. Okay, that's what I call Jesus Take the Wheel on that one. I shuffle them, whatever cards pop up, I pick those cards. See how even that one's popping up? So this card is even like, pay attention to me. Oh! What did I say? This is why I love doing things on camera. And shuffling on camera, doing everything on camera. I mean, look at this. Out of all of these cards, okay? What pops up? I just got done telling you today is all about the number 5 for Aries, and today is the date breaks down numerology to 5, so it's 8 and 5. So it's all about 5, and then you have your 8. So today is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 4 and 1 is 5, so today represents 5, change. And then in Aries, Mars is fire sign is 2 and 3, which is 5. So we have 5 and 5. Hi. Hello. So this is a star seed. You don't add these numbers. When they're 5 and 5, 2 and 2, 1 and 1, those are star seeds. Google star seed. You'll know what I'm talking about. So 5 to the next power. So change and change. Changing within change is adventure. 5. So right here you have change, and then it's surrounded by change. Adventure. Aries is all about adventure. Aries is all about challenges, adventure, new experiences. Physical activity. Physical activity. What did I just say? Love. This is love, surrounded by personal growth. Because remember right here with Mars, it's the beginning of personal growth. 7, 1 and 7. That's where we get our 8 manifestation. But your base is 1 and 7. So there's our 7 coming. So we have love surrounded by personal growth, physical activity. Aries is physical activity all day, every day. They're move and groove. Even when I'm doing this reading, I find myself very like talking fast, moving fast. My mind's like spinning, going. Okay, love. So there's our 6 again. 6 and then that's 6. Love. Well, there. Hi. Hello. You know, if you guys don't freaking love my tarot readings and appreciate this and like understand how amazing the universe is and how this is not random. This is not random at all. This is connection to spirit. This is I mean, I honest to God should buy lottery tickets because, yeah. Okay, I bought a lottery ticket one time. I have to tell the story about this another time. I'll do a video about it. I won a $2.6 million lottery and lost the ticket. But anyways, we won't talk about that right now. It's a honest to God hand to have an honest to God true story. Okay. 8 and 5. Boom. Right there. Follow your dreams. Manifestation surrounded by change. Manifesting change. Following your dreams. 2 and 6. Love partnership. So love. So we have this love going on here. And then 6. So the 2 from fire taking action. Patience and love. Patience and love. You need to be in a relationship or partnership, you need patience. You need to learn patience. So patience and love. Love partnership. Sorry about the constant clearing of the throat. Self-discipline. So again, today is 1 and 4, which equals 5. In the numerology, where we talked about just a minute ago, we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1 and 4. 1 and 4. So see here we have 4 and 1. Perseverance for the individual. The 4 is behind. In front, it's the beginning. Behind, it's an individual. Perseverance. We have perseverance for the individual. That's self-discipline. Okay? 4 and 1 is 5, which is change. All right? I know it's a lot coming at you hot. There's a lot of information flowing. I get it. But there you go. So that is what I call connecting. So we're definitely connected. It's kind of like you dial the numbers, 555, 12, whatever. You're calling a number, and we're definitely connecting to the person we want to connect to. For sure. 100%. Right, sir? Sir? Right? Okay. Moving on. Clickety click. This is what I call Jesus Take the Wheel shuffling. I literally let the cards fall where they may. I try really hard not to control the situation and make it the way I feel it needs to be. I just let them fall where they may and let Spirit guide the cards, tell me what I'm supposed to be choosing. You can see here the cards that are popped up. Those are the cards that I pull. And then any cards that I accidentally pull, pulling other cards, I come back and I tap. See, it's still, can you see it's still sticking up? That means I definitely need to pull that card. So now I just need to get to the card. And then we have one more card that wants out. They're just a little more quiet and demure, those little baby cards. Okay, bottom of the deck, I always check because there can be a story. So I always check the first four cards on here. So that way if we need to go back and see if there's a story, then we have that there. All right, let's get to it. The last card I pulled on top, the first card I pulled on the bottom, so we start there. The 5 of Cups. Oh, well. Oh, okay. Love and 5 love. 5 of Cups. Cups is emotions. Love is an emotion. Okay, most people, when you say emotion, the first thing people think of is love. That's the first emotion that comes up. So 5. So there's your 5. Out of 78 cards, there's your 5. 5 of Cups. This is split regret. Now here's the thing with the 5 of Cups. It represents loss and grief, okay? You're focusing on what you've lost, not on what you still have. You're in the focusing, standing in the shadow of, but over here, all this light, and you still have more. So with this, what's the best way for me to say this? Okay, it's so weird. It's like the Aries is like going so strong, I can't get my brain to slow down enough to like get my tongue to work because my mouth is going so fast. It's crazy, the energy that's flowing right now. Okay, split regret. You need to focus on what you still have, not what's been lost. Okay? Stay in the positive, current, present. That's important. 5, change. Change your emotion, change, focus on that. So that's bringing in the love here. The Page of Wands, the Moonscaped Messenger. Wands represents action, so that's Aries. That's you for sure. So a message of action. Now, if you look at this card, you see how determined, kind of looking back, looking behind, so determined, like, oh, watch what I'm about to do. Very interesting. Oh, another, you got bird and bird. Look at flight. Look at, just like, flight, go, move. Birds are very quick, very fast. Another page. So you got 2 pages. So another message. Also, pages represent like the child, like the immature, not immature in a bad way, but immature, like, you know, young, childlike, not fully, you know, scholastically knowledged yet, kind of a situation. So the Page of Swords. Swords represents our thoughts, our mind. This is the sword-bearing sister. Changing your mind. Changing your mind. This has something to do here. This has something to do here. I'm going to come back and we'll talk about that. The Wheel of Fortune. It's a great wheel. Wheel of Fortunes. What goes up must come down. Round and round and round we go. Right? It's basically, it's like karma. What you put into it, you're going to get out of it. When it's bad, it's going to get better. When it's better, sometimes it gets bad, but it's going to get better again. So that's like that whole thing. Like, here, don't focus on this, focus on this. In reverse. Oh, the Knight of Swords, the hooded brother. Brother and sister. Interesting. Love partnership. This could be about a sibling situation. So we've got brother and sister here. So this could be something to do with sibling or friends that are like family, that are like brother and sister, cousins that are like brothers, friends that are like sisters and brothers, that type of thing. This is in reverse. So the message of Swords, or there's a message. It's in reverse. I'll be honest with you. This one has me a little confused. Taking action through thoughts, but in reverse. I'm going to come back to that one. Okay. Let me see what we have here. Let's see the bottom. All right, with the Wheel of Fortune, what goes up must come down. So the world is complete. It's complete. This is karma, complete and karma. And this kind of is a karma as well. And yes. Okay, whatever you were thinking of, if, you know, certain situation, certain things, should I do this, should I not do this, should something, whatever it is, that, you know, yes. There's your answer. Okay? Six of Wands. Action. 6. Love. This card right here, love. The family, the hive, protecting, storing, looking after, domestic home, family. This is definitely about family. This is definitely brother, sister, for sure. So taking action in that, whatever this situation is, taking action, that love. It's definitely got to be, you know, remember that it's out of love. It was about love. The intention behind it was love. So keep that in mind. These are very protective. They look after one another. They work together. They're very good at that. But think about a bee. Bzzz, you know, think about Aries. So this is definitely referring to Aries for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. I'm just looking to see if there's a story here. I'm not sure if this one applies. I'm kind of on the fence about it, but I'm going to bring it in just because the Fool, this is like the last card. The Tarot is kind of like the journey from birth to death. It's like your whole life's journey. So the Fool actually is the 0, is spirit, is the end. With the Fool, it's taking a leap of faith, having trust in childlike. I feel like the Fool is very much Aries. I really, really do. So I think that this one is applies. And I think that's where that story stops. Now, going to bring in my oracle. So far, this deck has been really on point, and I'm really impressed with it. Even though it's the Halloween oracle, it doesn't mean it's just for Halloween. I've been using it for my past few reads, and I'm really impressed with how it comes in and the message that it brings. So let's see what we got. We have one popping up nice and tall here. Oh, there's two. Let me grab it. There's two more here that kind of want out. So let me put these down. Let me grab these two and see what these are about. They're very quiet, hiding in the background. Let's start with these two and then we'll move forward. Forgiveness. Reducing burden. So where we have here, we have this is gone. Over here where we have love in this partnership. Whatever's going on, whatever's happened, okay? Forgiveness is needed. Forgiveness, reducing burden. When you forgive someone, you take the burden off yourself. It's not about them. It's actually about you. Hate is exhausting. Being angry at someone is exhausting. Letting it go and forgiving and moving on is much better. Much, much, much better. And then we have the veil, the future. So with the veil, you're blinded. You can't see. You know, so to see beyond the veil, you know, to see, you know, focus on the future, not on here, focus here. So when you put a hood on a bird, they won't move. They'll go into a sleep mode. They'll just sit there and they don't really want to eat or move. You have to remove that that obstacle from their vision for them to feel like they can be active and move and go and do their thing. So definitely need to see clearly what's going on and focus on moving ahead, your dreams and your aspirations, taking action. Okay, we have the Skull of Stars. Infinite possibilities. Oh, well, see, look, following your dreams. See, it has to do with this physical activity. It has to do with this physical activity, following your dreams. Okay? Zombie. Taking control. Taking control. This partnership, okay, this adventure, We need to take control. We need forgiveness, lift the veil, see things clearly, stop focusing on the past and what happened, moving forward. Moving forward. I don't know if following your dreams, if it involves doing something with sibling, or there's a fight between siblings, or like sibling, someone that's so close to you they're like a sibling, but there was some sort of an argument, a fight, or whatever. That's got to be let go. That's got to be put to rest. Taking control of the situation. By seeing clearly in forgiveness, you're going to take your control back on that. And then it's nothing but infinite possibilities. You have the world. Look at this. You Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. It doesn't say Wheel of Failure. Wheel of Fortune. The world. You have the world at your feet. Following your dreams. Okay? Following your dreams. 8 and 5 is 15, which breaks down to 6, which is love. Okay? Love partnership. 6 and 2 is 7, which comes over here to personal growth. And then physical activity is 13, which is 4, which is perseverance, which is self-discipline. The self-discipline, physical activity, see how this is all coming together. It's all connecting. And can you follow your dreams? Will it happen? Yes. Absolutely. Yes, yes, and yes, and yes. Okay. Now, let's bring in the last thing. Oh my God in heaven. Okay, do you see? You saw me throw it. Don't sit there and act like you didn't see me just toss that. You think it's a magical dice that only lands on 5? No, it's not. Look at that. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. Do you see? This isn't random. This is a message. Change. It's time for change. Watch, it won't be 5 again. See? It's not a dice that lands on just 5. Okay? That was a 5. Clear as day. Clear as day. All right. B. Now, I don't know what B stands for. You do. What does B stand for? How does B apply? Well, for me, B. There's your B, representing, Aries, active, family, protection. Okay, but what B, is there a letter, first name, beginning of a name that's like, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know how B, brother, how does B apply to you in this situation? Is it the beginning of a name, or is it brother? Only you know the answer to that. Okay, now, just out of curiosity, 1, Aries. 1. Yep. There you are, right there. Okay. So, definitely. Ooh, this is crazy. All right, now, this is what I'm going to do. So you can see, I want to make sure you can see. This is my box of charms. So you can see there's just tons of stuff in here. Okay? So, I can't ask you to pick, look in there and pick certain things. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to take my hand. I'm just going to go in here and I'm just going to grab a handful of things. And I'm going to drop it. Okay? That's how we do this. And then we're going to take a look at what we got. This is my elastic hairband. Why I put this in there was to be able to hold something up. Supportive. To be supportive. To hold on to and be supportive. That's what that represented to me. That's why I put that in there. So, in this situation, does that apply? I definitely think it does. This ring is like a heartbeat. Okay, that's what this reminded me of. It looks like a heartbeat. So in here we have love. So that would go with that for sure. Self-discipline. Let's see. I was just looking at this self-discipline card right here. Okay, so we have an owl. Can you see that? The wise owl. Another bird. So we have bird and bird. The Page of Wands, and we have the Page of Swords. So action and our thoughts. So we have another bird coming in here. The wise old owl, to be wise. We've got several cards that have talked about making wise decisions. And where was that other card? This one right here. The Knight of Swords, the Hooded Brother. Hooded Brother in reverse. King Cobra. Okay. You have a tendency to, only when pushed to your very, very furthest limits will you spew venom. Otherwise, you hold it back as long as possible. Only when you feel under attack. The King Cobra. Okay? So that's what that is in reference to. Cutting out old patterns, old behaviors. That's a self-discipline right there. We have the rabbit. Okay, this is Aries. This is Aries all day, every day. Quick moving, quick thinking, on the go, let's go, changing direction, move, boop, 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 physical activity. Right there. Physical activity. Okay. And then here we have following your dreams. Oh, sir, please. You have to be very wise and think clearly. Sir, get down. To be able to do that. Now, we have the skeleton key, which again, wearing a crown. Wearing a crown. Now, this is interesting to me because if you look at these two,